What's up, YouTube? This is Joshua with Choate, and I'm coming with you today with my long-awaited Zombiesworn deck. This deck OTKs very easily, and it's kind of like an auto-run deck. It's very fun, so let's get right into it. So first, running 3 Raiden. The reason I run him at 3 is because he mills a lot, so it's like a 4-turn mill if you don't XYZ or synchro summon with him. 3 Lumina. She's a staple at 3. You must have 3 of her in the deck. As far as any Lightsworn deck, you should always run 3 Lumina. 2 Isla. At 3, she's easily destroyed and people get rid of her, so I'll run her at 2. But she's a decent card when you need her. If you use Lumina's effect on her, she pops back row, so Lila can she can go in and out the deck and pop stuff when you need the help. They're running double Wolf. At first, I did not like Wolf at all, but then that was just because I never ran him in the deck. With Wolf in the deck, OTKs are way more easier, and the deck is super good with Wolf. So if you want to make a deck list with like Zombiesworn, Wolf is definitely one of the cards I would prefer you put in the deck. Then run 1 Feliz. She should get the pop stuff, and plus she mills 3 and she has a decent defense. And she's a tuner. So Feliz is only good at 1. So if you run any Lightsworn type deck, do not run more than 1 Feliz unless you can abuse her. Then we're running 1 Minerva. That's for all the Lightsworns. Now for we running 2 JD. 3 in this deck with Clog, but 2 JD is perfect. Running 3 Plague Spreader. When I had 2 Plague Spreader in here, the deck used to always clog. I mean, it didn't clog, but I didn't do everything I wanted to do. With 3 Plague Spreader, this deck might mill like 10 cards a turn, because I run Bujin Tsukiyomi, so he discards everything in your hand. So Plague Spreader and Malicious and everything would go straight to the grave. And then we're running 2 Zombie Master. Zombie Master, at 3 he was really cloggy, but when I put him at 2, it was perfect, because if he goes in grave, I just used my Mizuki's for him. Mizuki really helps out with this. He basically spams out all of your zombies from grave, including himself, and his effect is endless. As long as a Mizuki is in grave, you can keep banishing Mizuki to bring out any zombie, also himself. Then running 3 Maliciouses. Malicious is basically a must-have in the deck. I have ways to recycle him. I do not currently own a Daigusto Emerald, but there's other ways for me to get them back. Also, I can use I can use Plague Spreader's effect to return them from my hand to the top of the deck. Then I can go off with Malicious again from grave. Then for the spells, because we don't run any traps in this deck, we run 3 Monster Reincarnation. This card's a must-have in the deck. It's a very, very good card. And yeah, sorry about that. So Monster Reincarnation at 3. Sometimes you might accidentally mill it, so you always need 1 Monster Reincarnation. Monster Reincarnation, you have so many plays in your grave. If you get like a BLS or a Dark Arm Dragon or Chaos Sorcerer in grave, Monster Reincarnation can instantly grab it, and then you get to do whatever you want to do. So then we're running 3 Dark World Dealings. Dark World Dealings is a very good card in this deck. Instead of running hand destruction, because hand destruction is too conditional, you have to mill first and then draw 2. So I like Dark Road Dealings more. And then 3 Solar Recharge. Solar Recharge is the boss card in this deck. I mill so much and grab so much, it's ridiculous. So Solar Recharge is the best. They're running Foolish Burial and Charge of Light Brigade. Oh, I forgot in the Chaos cards in this deck, Chaos Sorcerer, BLS, Dark Arm Dragon, and Gores. That's for... Oops, sorry. Yeah, that's basically our main deck. And then... Oh, yeah. So now for the extra deck, we're running Maestroke, Bujintei Tsukiyomi, like I said, Amaterasu. Not many people like Amaterasu, but in this deck you need Amaterasu to grab back your Mizukis and make more Xyz plays. Gaga Cowboy for 3s, Fortune Tune, and Mech Equip Engineer. Most of these cards are mostly just troll cards, so you can live to OTK your opponent, because most of the time when I go first, most of the time I will go first. So, yeah, now for the Synchros, Samsara Dragon Rebirth, and Just Catastor. I'm gonna say that I don't always have money to get the really expensive cards, so I make the best of what I have. So yeah, I use Samsara and Just Catastor. And for 6s, this guy, Celestial Wolf, when he's sent to the graveyard at all, or should I say when he's destroyed at all, he targets one monster on the field, he loses 2400 attack. Most of the time with him, he can help you hit for game. And then HTS Sihemith. Sihemith is a very, very good card, and people don't like to... With him on the field, people some of the time they won't attack you. Now for 7s, Michael. I do have other 7s I've put in here, but I didn't get to put in here. Like, I'm going to put Dark Strike Fighter in here soon. So, yeah. Then Beals. Stardust. Stardust I might replace because he's not as good as he used to be. Angel Zera and Leo. Well, that's my Zombiesworn deck. I hope you liked it. This deck, sorry for the bad viewage and all that, but this deck is a very, very, very good deck. It has regional topping abilities, and it's super good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this deck. Goodbye.